Euphoria star and rumored boyfriend to Zendaya, Jacob Elordi, says that he is done playing high school characters, and we have all the details. I'm Jana Rosenberg.
I'm Gabi Conti, and this is your 24/7 celebrity news. Jacob Elordi is known for playing the heartthrob high school bad boy, but his days of playing those roles might be numbered. The 23-year-old Australian actor recently opened up to GQ Australia about his roles in Euphoria and the Kissing Booth series. He spoke candidly about playing high schoolers in his early 20s by saying, quote, "Nothing against that, but I've sort of done it and it would be really hard for me to find joy in that. I'm also getting older now and I'm starting to look older, so to keep going back to high school is kind of taxing."
I get it. I mean, he crushed the high school heartthrob role.
He does.
He really crushed it. I feel like Euphoria was a good maybe transition for him because it's a very serious role, even though it's in high school. I see his next role being something bigger than just the teenage high school hottie.
Playing the high school role in Euphoria was what kind of made him have this realization, not because he didn't find that role to be challenging. He actually loved how he was playing a high school role, but they were dealing with adult situations. So he's not saying he's leaving Euphoria, but after it's over, he wants to be just focusing more on just the adult subject.
Although we hope he does not stop playing high school characters in the immediate future. Due to the pandemic, the filming of Euphoria Season 2 has been pushed to March of next year, but luckily, Jacob said he enjoys playing Nate Jacobs on the hit HBO show. Elordi feels that the show Euphoria and the subject matter has been much different than high school roles he's played in the past, as it allows him to play a younger character in more adult situations. And you know what's refreshing about his character on Euphoria? It's topics that nobody wants to talk about or, you know, even like kind of engage with that he brings to life, and he does it so well.
Well, it kind of reminds me of, because this is at the top of my brain because I'm rewatching it, is Glee. Like Glee also dealt with a lot of like adult and controversial topics, but set in a high school stage, and most of the actors on that show were actually in their 20s and 30s because of the subject matter. So it kind of makes sense, and I feel like Euphoria is that, but like darker. Jacob spoke about his Euphoria experience saying, quote, "After Euphoria, the coolest shift happened. It put me on the radar that I could maybe act, and it allowed me to sit down with these guys whose work I admire. They knew my work and they had enjoyed it, so I could have this really adult, creative conversations with like-minded people." Jacob is not the first or last 20-something to play a high schooler on a TV show or movie. It is very common for older actors to play teens in high school because of the filming restrictions for minors. So if you are, I believe, under 16 years old, there's only like a certain limit of how many hours you can be on set. So if you're a lead role, it kind of really throws production off, which is why, I mean, dating all the way back to like 90210, the original one, the actors playing high schoolers were in their 20s, just because it was just easier to deal with.
I'm happy that he's kind of like speaking out and being like, you know what, like I'm an A-list celebrity now, I'm an A-list actor. I want to play roles that I feel passionate about and like, you know, help me grow within my career.
Once you come off a hit show, you are less you could be more selective of what roles you accept. When you're trying to get to that level of a hit show, you kind of are more open and accepting of everything, or at least your representations are pushing you towards that because they want that break. And I think you could say that Euphoria and Kissing Booth is really what broke it for him, and now he can be selective, which is pretty dope.
Another Elordi update, it appears the actor is growing a mullet. At least he was in mid-May when he video chatted with GQ. The actor describes his do as being a huge sense of freedom, as typically the actor has an all-American haircut, you know, short in the back and on the sides, which he hates, and he doesn't even like having super short hair. Aside from working on his mullet, the actor's also working on a screenplay. Since filming season 2 of Euphoria has been delayed, he also has been painting, and he's been staying with his parents in Australia.
Very cool.
Very cool.
And it was cool reading that. So I feel bad. This poor guy, and I don't know if you guys realize this with the cast and crew of Euphoria, is that they thought they were like ready to go shoot, and they all came back to LA. But then like when production shut down, he's like, well, and things here in LA are getting scarier each day. He was like, I don't want to be in LA for this. And so he went back with his parents in Australia.
Yeah, I mean, he could have gladly come and quarantined with me.
I
was available, but it's cool.
So what do you guys think about Jacob playing more mature roles in the future? What would you like to see him play next? Let us know. I'm Gabi Conti.
I'm Jana Rosenberg, and follow us here at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.